Okay, we're still on 8.3, Analyzing Geometric Sequences series. This is the fifth and final video, and we're going to find the sum of the geometric series. Okay, so we've been talking only about geometric sequences so far. Now we're going to jump to series. All right, so let's talk about what geometric series means. It's just the expression formed by adding the terms of a sequence. So instead of commas in between, it would have plus signs. All right, so we have some core concepts here. We have a nice formula to help us find the sum of a finite geometric series. So this finite means it's a series that has an end, okay? It doesn't go on forever. We can use this as long as the common ratio is not equal to 1, and we use this formula. So I'm going to kind of just leave this up here so we see it as we find the sum of our geometric series. Okay, so let's start with number 10. When I want the sum, the formula needs A1, it needs R, and it needs N, and then R again. So I'm going to write those down. I need A1, I need R, and I need N. Well, all of that is given right here. Remember our rule, writing rules for geometric series, this was A1 times R. So right there we know A1 is 4, we know R is 3. N means the number of terms. Well, look, I'm going from the first term to the 10th term. That's what this means in summation notation. So N here is 10. And I'm just going to plug things in to that equation. So I want the sum of the first 10 terms. So instead of saying sum of S sub N, I'll say S sub 10 there. Okay, I get the first term times, in the numerator I have 1 minus the common ratio to the nth power over 1 minus the common ratio. All right, now if you put this in your calculator and just do it all at once, that's fine. Otherwise you might want to just do what's in the numerator, what's in the denominator, do the division, and multiply by 4. The problem comes when you put it in the calculator is you have to have parentheses in the right spot. So we'd have 4 times, and I'd start a parentheses for the big one, but because I have multiple things in the numerator, I have to have another parentheses, 1 minus 3 to the 10th power. Then I could end the parentheses, ending my numerator, divide it by, and then the denominator had 2 terms. So I have to start a parentheses 1 minus 3, end the parentheses for the denominator, end the parentheses for the whole thing, and I get the sum of the first 10 terms is 118,096. Okay? So that's the tricky part of putting it in the calculator. If you just did part of it at a time, it might come out a little easier. We would know this is 4 times, and if I just put 1 minus 3 to the 10th in the calculator, excuse me, I get negative 59,048, sorry, and then 1 minus 3 is negative 2. This is a lot safer to put into the calculator to get this. You wouldn't even need parentheses. You could just say 4 times negative 59,048 divided by negative 2. Okay? It's just when you have all of this stuff, it becomes a little tricky with those parentheses. So it's up to you how you want to do it. All right, let's do number 10. Okay, I need A1, I need R, and I need N. Okay, notice this equation's a little different. We don't have, it's not K minus 1 or N minus 1, it's just K. So this still gives us, we're doing terms 1 through 6, so I know N is 6. I know 5 is still my R, but 1/2 is not my A1, okay? So to find A1, we're going to plug 1 in for K. So 5 to the first power is 5, times 1/2 is actually 5 halves, okay? So that is my A1, or you could write 2.5. Okay, so you just have to be careful if you do not have that N minus 1 or K minus 1 or I minus 1. Okay, you need to find the first term. That's when this part is no longer your first term. All right, so let's plug it into our sum here. We want the sum of the first 6 terms. It's the first term, which we found to be 5/2, times 1 minus r to the nth power over 1 minus r. Okay, again, if you're going to plug this in, be careful with your parentheses, but you can do it. You just need to make sure to put these parentheses here, a parentheses there, and a parentheses there, or separate it out like I did on this one, but you will get that the sum of the first 6 terms is 9,765. Okay? Now, you can use this, or you can find all 6 terms by plugging in 1, plugging in 2, plugging in 3, and seeing what you get, and then adding them up. This is the much faster way. All right, so now go to your practice and do problems 47, 50, 51. Get it submitted in Big Ideas and submit your screenshot of your score into Canvas.